Hello again, and this is Marky Mark. Trying to get better at making these videos because I kind of enjoy doing it. It's not so much about if people are watching or not. I just enjoy kind of making videos and adding commentary. It helps me enjoy the game a little bit more. But anyways, today we're going to be on part 2 of the Hydra Enchantress. And just as a quick recap from part 1, let's say you just were in the middle of a season, you want to make an Enchantress, kind of enchant your party members when you're playing online, but then you're stuck in that position where you have budget gear and you want to be able to solo a little bit, maybe fill out some quests, and I guess that would be the marketing point of this build and character. A Hydra Enchantress on a budget. Just a quick recap, we're in Act 2 now. In Act 1, you got to see me kind of shoot the crossbow a little bit and throw out some Hydras. But just as a quick recap, we are using an Exploding Arrow Mercenary with Kuko Shikako for piercing attack, a Hustle Armor for increased attack speed and faster run walk, a Delirium to confuse the enemies, and this is the highest rune word I have used on season 10, so that's the cap on my budget for this season. This is my 4th character. My first character, the starter, I didn't really shoot any videos for her, but this is the 3rd character I'm working on. My first character is actually waiting to shoot some videos in Act 5. My 2nd character is about to do the Chaos Sanctuary. And if you check out my channel, you can see the videos from those characters. For our gear, we're using a smoke for resistances. And we're swapping to a piece body armor to summon this Valkyrie we got, since we don't have a melee merc. But between Confuse and the Valkyrie, we're doing pretty good at not getting hit too much. Since my Mercenary has the better bow for an Exploding Arrow build, we're stuck with this crossbow, which still seems to work alright. On swap, we're using an Obedience to get the minus enemy fire resistance in conjunction with the Flame Rift to just kind of throw out some Hydra damage on the fire immunes. It takes a long time to kill them sometimes. Once we get to the High Council, I have a plan for dealing with them. And Act 4, this build's probably not going to work too well. So the plan is just to temporarily switch the Mercenary to handle Act 4 and the Travenskal, and then once we go back into Act 5, we'll come back to this Mercenary. The rest of the gear, we just got Resistance Boots, Resistance Gloves, Resistance Belt, Cast Rate Resist, 1 Sork Skill Resist, and Helmet with a lot of stat points and Resist. And we also get the 2-set bonus from these two to give us magic damage reduction, which is helpful. The charms, I went over them in the first video. They're all pretty much just not even perfect resist charms. They're just basic resist charms you just find, nothing too good. The skills, I'm still working on maxing Enchant. I actually decided to max that one last because I wanted to max Warmth first. But right now we're at 17. We need one more level and the first quest in Act 4 to cap that out. We're maxing Fire Mastery, Hydra, Warmth, no cold skills, lightning skills, just 1 into the standard energy shield, static field, and teleport, of course. Our resistances are really good because we got all them charms. We got resistances on our Thresher. Even when we swap to the crossbow, everything's still 60 and above except for cold resistance, so it's not too terrible. Energy shield helps a lot. So for this video, I did everything except get the staff from the maggot lair, and I have everything cleared up the Duriel. So we're just going to clear the maggot lair and get the staff, and then kill Duriel, and that will be our Act 2 gameplay. And let's buff. We got energy shield, enchant. So the reason I decided to do the maggot lair is because I don't think we actually need to use the Thresher in there. We're just going to straight up use the crossbow the whole way. I'm not going to do a whole lot of teleporting. I just want to show killing monsters. The Valkyrie's in a narrow passageway, so hopefully the Valkyrie will be able to keep us from getting hit. And that Merc actually does a lot of fire damage, by the way. Between her self-exploding arrow skill and the fact that her bow actually does exploding arrow on a basic attack, she puts out a lot of fire damage for a mercenary. And we can still throw up Hydras and shoot the bow. Yeah, throwing up Hydras and shooting the bow will definitely speed up our clear time. There's the confuse trigger. And by the way, this is Hydra without any synergies. Pretty decent against things that aren't fire immune. I think you get the idea. Maybe we'll teleport over here and see what we got. And there's level 2. We'll go to level 2. I don't typically throw up portals because I play a lot of hardcore, but just in case. Definitely not hardcore online. Lag will kill me sometimes. Let the Valkyrie get up there. Yeah, the Valkyrie's a little bit hard to cast. I found the easiest way to do it is to go into the Bloodmoor and just kill a bunch of Fallens, since, you know, the Merc doesn't kill the Fallens very fast because all she has is a little bit of physical damage. So you can just keep kind of hammering away at Fallens till you get the trigger. Yeah, but like I said, the High Council is going to be problematic because mercenaries and Valkyries die really fast to Hydras from the High Council. I will say that clearing out Duriel's tomb wasn't that hard, even though there was the Burning Deads that are immune to fire, and there was the Haradrums that heal and revive the Burning Deads. The strategy for that was to kind of snipe the Haradrum with the Hydras, and then after that, confused Burning Deads don't really present much of a problem. And then it's just a matter of using Hydra and slowly killing them. You stack 6 Hydras, it doesn't take that long. Looks like this guy's immune to fire, so we'll swap over to a better Hydra. He went underground. So yeah, the Hydras, like, there's just so many of them. There's just so many Hydras. And even with the damage reduction from the really high fire resistance, once you break their immunity, you still kind of, you're shooting so many fire bolts at them.
I am overburdened.
That it eventually gets them. Takes a little bit of time sometimes. I'm going to go buy some bolts. Sorry about that. I guess I should have done that before I started the video. And last time I went to Forest, she didn't have bolts. Oh, she's got bolts this time. That must have been a glitch. Alright, so that was a fire immune. Wasn't too hard to kill. Let's get on here. Get over here. So I guess the strategy for Duriel is just to repeatedly teleport and let my Merc and the Hydras kill him. Yeah, because the Valkyrie, we can't actually resummon the Valkyrie when we're fighting Duriel. Just gonna use a lot of mana potions and teleport. See if we got, there we go, there's level 3. An Earth Wand. Alright, I think we want to go this way. There's a fire enchanted. Yeah, I gotta swap to the Thresher for the fire enchanted. I think we actually went the wrong way. Maybe. Nope, there we go. Oh, I don't want to do that. Yeah, you confuse the monsters, and oh, the Valkyrie's poisoned. I kind of want to save her. Oh, it's too late. She's dead. Yeah, she's gonna die.
I am overburdened.
Nope, she lived. She poison ran out. Cool. Merc died. Whoops. I guess I should have healed her. I can actually heal her with the potion. Maybe that Valkyrie got summoned with some poison length reduction gear. Who knows?
The staff.
Alright, we'll see what happens with Duriel. I am gonna stock up on some mana potions, because that's gonna be hopefully the primary thing that we're gonna be using. I don't want to use a lot of healing potions, but we're gonna have to do something. Well, let's just put this in the stash. And then there, that's a good bit of mana potions. I think that'll be enough.
Excellent.
Switch to the Thresher. We want the Thresher. And actually, I think since I have these healing potions on here, once I use up all my mana potions, it's not going to do the thing where you can use them out of your inventory. So I think I need to get rid of these and put mana potions in my belt. So that way when I use the mana potions up, it'll let me use them out of my inventory. I think that's how that works. It's kind of a weird system. If I just use up all the mana potions, I don't think it'll let me use potions out of my belt till I use all the healing potions. Alright, so I've already cleared the tomb. I've already made a path to the tomb. So all we have to do is teleport to Duriel. Like I said, the skeletons actually weren't that bad. It's just a matter of sniping the guys that revived them. And then once they're confused and the Valkyrie's kind of standing there, the Hydras eventually get them. Throw up 6 Hydras, it takes a little bit of time, but the skeletons don't have as much life as those Hell Clans and the Arcane. Those took a lot more Hydras to kill. It was kind of annoying. Yeah, we're just gonna teleport and use Hydras. I think we'll try to use the Valkyrie to distract Duriel just to get the static field going. That seems like the plan. See if we can get the static field going. The static field's good. There, I wasn't too bad. Didn't even use all the potions off my belt either. Yeah, so yeah, my strategy worked. A little bit better than I was expecting, actually. I was expecting to have to go through a lot more mana potions. But yeah, so I guess the next video will be the High Council fight. and I'll show you what I'm planning on doing with the mercenary to get through that and do Act 4. And then once we go back to Act 5, we'll swap back to our nice little exploding arrow mercenary, the rogue, who right now has a level 18 exploding arrow and a level 30 fire arrow. And not exactly sure how the fire mastery and the enchant are working out, but it looks like her base damage is like 1,000. And that comes out as an exploding arrow because this fires explosive arrows or bolts. And I'm guessing once she fires an actual exploding arrow, it's probably more like close to 2,000 probably, which is really good. Alright, thanks for watching. This has been Marky Mark with the Hydra Enchantress. Thanks for watching.